Hello everybody, welcome to the new zoo video. This time we are playing something different. This is the so-called Delirium version. We are playing Dragon Rage Channeler with Mishra's Bubble and some Tarmogoyfs. This is a well-known version. It's called Delirium 1 and I think it's a pretty strong, similar power level um to usual to my regular domain list, but it has its strengths and advantages. Of course, it's a bit weaker to Graveyard Hate, and we are not able to play Rest in Peace uh, in the sideboard, which is very good card. But Unlicensed Curse is also decent card that serves other purpose, and it also can be considered a threat in lots of matchups, and a very good one also. So we are going with that. So other than that, other than Channeler and Goif, it's really all stuff that you used to seeing from my videos. Also, of course, Mishra's Bubble. It's a package that it's mandatory currently if you're playing Channeler. Okay, so in the sideboard also some changes in the difference to my regular version with Nishoba Brawler. So no Rip but Hearth here for obvious reasons. Veil of Summer, Natural State are usual ones. Flusterstorm also. We can play Hidetsugu in this version because it interferes with the 12 one-drops we play and also removes our graveyard, which is bad with our Channeler and Tarmogoyf. So we are playing Engineered Explosives instead. You could also play Brotherhood's End, but Brotherhood's End interferes with Giganta, so that's why I chose Explosives. There is no remand in the main, and that's why I decided to go with two Mana Leaks. I think Mana Leak and Remand is uh, are both okay and playable in this shell, but I think the regular Nishoba version plays a bit more of these two drops that hit hard, and I think Mana Leak could be a better option for this shell. I don't. I think it will. We have more one drops, but it could be potentially less aggressive or similarly aggressive uh, to the regular Nishoba version. Okay, so no Teferis in this version, so we are lowering on the total mana curve. So three drops will be slightly less desirable here, and one less. Also play one less land in this list, but also there have been a huge amount of these breach decks here that also sometimes play Blood Moon. So I decided to go with Cindervines because it can punish the huge number of spells, non-creature spells they play in a turn, but it's also a removal for Cindervines, and that's the reason why I decided to go with that. It's also good against all the Proves variants and the Murktide variants at the moment. So it deals them a lot of damage, and they will play a game differently. And it's also a very easy solution for Blood Moon. If you just play this turn 2, for example, you are safe from Blood Moon for the rest of the game. They don't have enchantment removal except for engineered explosives. So okay, that's it. We'll just play some matches. And the comment this time, no replays. We are playing live, commenting step by step gameplay. And I have a bit more time at the moment, so I'm able to do this. And for the mana base, sorry, in this version, uh, for my regular Nishoba version, I think best option is to play 4 foothills, 4 heat, and the 4 flooded strength with 2 basics, 2 triumphs, and the usual shocks with the overgrown tomb as your only black source. In this version, we're playing more red drops. especially so we have four more one mana red drops in channeler, so I think Blood Crypt is better in this variant, so that's why we are on Blood Crypt, and because we are on Blood Crypt, we have to play some Arid Messas to have more red fetches. So I've removed two Flooded Strands and one Heat to be able to have enough green fetches and also but also red ones. Okay, so that's it. Game one, match one. Sorry, playing first. Gigante is still there. Okay, so okay, we have options here. I have two red spells that cost one mana here. So I think it's better in this situation to play my one drop that costs one red at the moment. So next turn I'm able to play a wild Nacatl and hold the lightning bolt in if I do this. So I'll go for that. So I'll play my red one drop first to be able to double spell on turn 2. So you got to be careful of these things. Also want to start Delirium, digging cards from the top of my library as soon as possible. Okay, Leyline Binding. That's a good card, but I really want. I'm playing first. I want some threats in graveyard as soon as possible, so I'll just graveyard that. And I'll wait for bubble until their upkeep, in case they play some discards too. Okay, just a Scalding Tarn on top, so maybe it's Murktide or Breach or Prowess. Let's see. Okay, so Channeler. It's okay. So I will use this. I'm definitely gonna cast a Bolt this turn, so I'll just do this in upkeep to scry. Tribal Flames, it's a decent card. I could leave this on top. It's a kind of a weird situation because I already have. I kind of want to leave this on top, but then I won't be able to play my Temple Garden because I will probably able to. I will have to fetch to get my Dragon Rage Delirious if I don't put this flames into graveyard. So it would be ideal to play Temple Garden and Nacatl here and just bin this to get a Delirium. But I also want Tribal Flames in hand. But if I have to go for Breeding Pool, then Tribal Flames it's worse. So for that reason, I will bin this and get my Dragon Rage Delirium. And I'll just play. Okay, I did get Breeding Pool. I didn't want to get Breeding Pool, but okay. I will put my Wild Nacatl and attack for 3. So I have a very good clock here. Stubborn Denial in hand. I just hope they don't have a Bolt at the moment. If they don't have Bolt at the moment, I should be in a pretty good situation. Maybe it's Shredder. It is. Okay, no bubble. That's good. Okay, so still pretty good. Just attack with both. Okay, so I can play Ragavan here. Then I have to shock. Then I'll be able to get Giganta next turn for 3 mana and still leave my mana for denial. That's probably the best. Unfortunately, in this version, heat doesn't get me a black source. It does, but just the Savai Triumph, so it's tapped. Mm, I'm playing a Blood Crypt in this version, so I need my Arid Mesa or Wooded Full Hills to get a Crypt. Okay, so I can play Ragavan and Shock Breeding Pool to leave the Stubborn Denial in. That's probably the best. I'll just go for it. Play my Ragavan, hold the Denial, pass the turn. I hope they go for Expressive Iteration. So I can stop. No, they won't, but I guess it's okay. I guess that Tribal Flames would be really good right now. And the black source didn't matter as much. So it would be a lot better if I just put the flames into my hand and fetched for. No, sorry, I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to do that because I draw Breeding Pool from turn, which means I would be in a very bad situation. I wouldn't be able to play Nacatl the turn because my draw was Breeding Pool, and I already had a Temple Garden in hand, which means I would have to go for basic to play my Nacatl, which wouldn't feel great, but kind of doable. Okay, so I'll just let them bounce and they'll just a double spell to be able to block here. Okay, they're going to for the Ragavan kill. Maybe I should have gone for maybe I should have gone for the Stubborn Denial on the bounce so they can't double spell. Okay, they bind the counter spell, but they get a counter on Shredder, which is huge for them at the moment. Okay, I can go Channeler here. Get my basic into play in case they are playing Moon in the main. Get Giganta to hand and just pass the turn at the moment. No good attacks here, so they can let 3 damage through and block Ragavan, which is okay, but not the greatest thing to do right now, so no attacks. I can sacrifice my Ragavan maybe next turn, depending on the draw. Okay, this is a pretty good draw. I kind of have to attack with Channeler, so they can also play the Borrower and just block with Borrower here. Yeah, it's not the greatest attack definitely. So they can play Borrower, block Borrower here, block Ragavan. I'll just go with Channeler. Will they go for Borrower? I think they will. Yeah, they go for Borrower block. Okay, okay. I guess I'll play Giganta this turn, so I'm able to, if I draw something, I'm able to double spell maybe next turn. So I'll just go with the Giganta at this moment and pass the turn. They still have just three cards in hand and have to do something with them because Giganta will attack. They have to get rid of it. Okay, three cards in hand at this point. Just a land. Not a very good draw. I think I'll just sacrifice my Ragavan here. If they have removal, they'll kill Giganta, block Ragavan, and maybe I don't have to. Maybe I just attack with Nacatl and Giganta at this point. Yeah, I think so. So I'll just do this. See what happens. They have to have something. Maybe it's just counter spells, but okay. Are they going for double spell? Yes, they are. Okay. My Nacatl lives. So I think they're probably holding the counter spell there. I'm kind of not even pressured to play Cabo now. It would be bad if they draw Murktide, of course. But if they play counterspell on my Kavu, then they get a trigger. So I'm not able to attack with my Nacatl next turn. So I'll just skip playing anything here. Okay, Bubble. Do they have the other spell? And just another land. Okay, that's good. That's good. So I'm able to attack with my Nacatl again this turn, and they have to have some kind of solution for Giganta. They're also on one life here. It doesn't really matter, one or two, but... Okay, so this is decent draw, more creatures. I won't think about it too much, I'll just attack here, see what happens. Okay, that's it. That was predictable. They just weren't able to double spell because they had the counter spell in hand, so it would be useless if I just played the Kavu last turn. So they would just counter my Kavu, get the ability going, and maybe find a solution for Giganta, which would then lose me game. So just not playing anything makes my Nacatl able to attack because the Shredder is just a 2/4. They can't just block and kill it. And okay, so it ended up pretty good for me. Their hand was definitely counter spells at this moment, or counter spell or land, or just two counter spells. Okay, so in this matchup, I want Cinderwise. I played Tira Sunder before, it's great, but Cindervines is also great. I want hers. Veil of Summer is not that good in the Murktide matchup. It's better against Grixis and Jund. Okay, so Groif is pretty good in the Murktide matchup. Channeler is okayish. I guess if they have a Shredder or Murktide, it's just attack and Channeler die, but also have a lot of removal. So I hope in the version I'll be able to get rid of the blockers. Territorial Kavu is okay, but they do play dress down, so I always trim one Kavu in these matches. Okay, so what else? I'll trim channeler. I'll trim a few of these one drops. I like third, fourth Ragavan, fourth channeler. Mm, I need my bolts definitely, but I can trim maybe flames. It's even flames can be even worse if they play uh, with the blood moon on the field. Okay, so that's it, and I have a kind of one more spot to fill in, and I think Flusterstorm is slightly better than Volt, Wheel of Summer, and Stubborn Denial here. Of course, it doesn't work against the Blood Moon, but it's good against all other spells, removals. So I'll just go with the two Flusterstorms. I just Flusterstorm always was a good sideboard card for the control matchups, and I think definitely after sideboard playing against the Zoo, Murktide decks will go more in a controlish way because Zoo is kind of the aggressor in this matchup. Okay, Ragavan, that's okay because we have Bolt. And you kind of have to use this bolt immediately on your turn. People often fail and just try to use it. Uh, I played the wrong fetch. I should have gone for Flood Strand, but it's not that important. Okay, so I pay 2 life here, kill Ragavan immediately. Of course, they can just dash the other Ragavan, but it's much better for them to dash other Ragavan than just play Spell Pierce on your Bolt. That's just awful. When they just counterspell your Bolt and connect with Ragavan, that's the worst option. So I think you definitely don't want that. Okay, so I kind of just want to go for basic here in this situation where I'm not playing first, and my opponent is able to go for Blood Moon next turn. I'll just play my Arid Mesa here. Maybe I should have gone for Flood Strand again. Okay, another fail with lands. Another land fail. That's decent. Okay, there is no Blood Moon from our opponent, but we are safer this way. I can go for Savai Triumph here. Then next turn play or just basic, whatever, or go for Savai. Then play either Territorial Cow and Binding next turn, or just go for basic and be safe from Blood Moon for a few turns and play my Channeler Cow, whatever. Okay, so I guess they found the land, so we can't be sure if they have a Blood Moon in hand or not at this point. My only Triumph in this version is a Savai Triumph. Savai Triumph gets us black. With the Breeding Pool, we have a full domain. But it's kind of risky not to go for planes this turn. I would be able to play, if I get planes, I would be able to play Channeler and Binding, which seems good, and I'm pretty safe. I can draw my second Binding if they play Moon, so I have a lot of solutions, plus, of course, Giganta. And then save Territorial Cowl for turn after. Okay, that seems like a decent plan when I'm on the defense. I think it's good, so I'll just go for that. Get my basic, play Breeding Pool, play channeler gets double delirium. Okay, just the breeding pool. Second channeler on the field. Play Leyland Binding. Okay, so Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf, he's pretty good here. Already have one in hand. But pretty good. I need to get my delirium ASAP, so I need to bin this. As I said, already have one in hand, and I really need this delirium, so I need to bin both of these cards to be able to attack for 3, get my delirium, remove my opponent's channeler, and start attacking. So with 2 channelers in this position, even if my opponent plays the Blood Moon next turn, they're in a pretty bad spot. So with 2 attacking channelers, they need to find solutions for them first. We are both on 11. Okay, they have 1 bolt. Maybe they go for Blood Moon now. No, they just destroyed both of my threats. Okay, that's fair. Okay, can I play both of my... I can't. I can't play both of my threats, unfortunately. Let's see first what is my opponent's draw, or what is my draw. I think it may be better to see what my draw is. Land. Okay, I definitely don't want land, so I'll just shuffle this. I need black source, so I'll get this. Play my... They're both 5 power, so I'll rather play my cow here. Okay, they go counterspell. That's fine, that's fine. I have Goyf in hand. And 2 more draws until their turn. Okay, it's another Goyf, it's decent. Goyfs are pretty good in this matchup. Okay, they have Moon. Okay. Fortunately, I don't have Forest. But I do have a Channeler plus Giganta hand this turn, so pretty good. I just need 1 more land, any land, to get my Giganta on the field. If this is Murktide, then I get from good position to really bad position. Yeah, it is. I don't think I'll be able to deal with Murktide, unless, of course, I draw the Leyland Binding immediately. And then I'm okay-ish. Okay, no Leyland Binding. I don't need this right now, it's useless. I just need to draw Binding in their upkeep. Okay, let me check what I'll draw so I can concede immediately. Just another Murktide. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. This didn't work out as intended, but we are fine. Okay, so I'm on the game 3 in against my Murktide opponent. So I'll try to be a bit more aggressive. Hers is much better on the play also. Okay, what can I remove here? All cards are pretty good, but I think I definitely want 4 Ragavans on the play. I can cut again Flusterstorms for denials. Maybe I don't really need the Cindervines on the play. I have a Leyland Binding as the solution for Moon. I think I would rather have more flames. Maybe I'll leave just 1 Cindervines in. Like this. I think this feels okay. Just one Cinder Rising as a fifth solution for Blood Moon instead of Flames, Fourth Flames. Flames is definitely very good, but I think maybe playing these Hers and Cindervines is maybe slightly better. So Channeler can be weak in this matchup, so I'll cut one. I cut one, it can still be pretty good. I also cut one Kawu because of the dress down. So I'll just try like this. I think this is okay on the play. Okay, no lands, so mulligan. This is better. Okay, I have a Nacatl. Unfortunately, Nacatl will be 2-2 with these lands, unless I draw another land, of course. I could go for Breeding Pool on turn 1. So I'll be able to cast my Denial instead of Temple Garden. So I'll be able to cast my Denial if I don't draw another land soon. Okay. I guess I'll... so I'm thinking about ditching either Stubborn Denial or Tribal Flames in this situation. My opponent is also mulligan into 6. Having I would usually ditch Tribal Flames, but I'm on the play, have a 1-drop, have a good decent 2-drop, so maybe like putting Tribal Flames in hand can help me be more aggressive. Although Denial also can help me against Iteration, Removal, and Blood Moon, so it's definitely a close one. I'll just go with the Stubborn Denial in this situation. Okay, I start with 6. My opponent hasn't decided yet. Okay, as I said, I will go with Breeding Pool to be able to cast my Denial. Unfortunately, in this way, Nacatl will be a 2-2. Maybe we still draw a Sacred Foundry. Or fetch, of course. Okay, and my opponent goes for Heat, which means at least my Goyf is out of the bolt range, so I can safely play it. I can safely play this turn, start attacking next turn while holding, playing Channeler and holding Denial, which seems pretty good. I don't think my opponent will be able to deal with Goyf in the next turn, so I hope they play Bubble or something else just to kind of make him bigger. Let's see what they do. Maybe Shredder, maybe Double Bolt, or just okay, it's a Shredder, classic. Unfortunately, they have Bubble, so I can't kill it with the Bolt. This was one of the reasons why I considered going Okay, this is good because they cracked bubble immediately, which means I'll be able to attack with my Goif. My Goif is 4-5 now. Another stubborn denial, okay. My Goif is 4-5 now, so stubborn denial is better. I can just attack safely with my Goif here and hold stubborn denial for anything they do for the next 2 turns. I'll put stop in my next upkeep because I'll probably want to bolt. Okay, they are already on 12. Let's see what they do. Maybe another Shredder? Oh, it's a Blood Moon. Okay, this is pretty good for me. Just get my Delirium. Okay, here is the land. I can choose to put land on top. So in that way, I can get full domain, but I kind of don't need it now right now that much. I have bolt plus denial for the next turn, so just bin this in this situation. I have stop on my upkeep, so I can play bolt. Also, my Goif is 5-6 now. Maybe it's not good to. I think it's better for me to see if they'll block with Shredder so I can kill. Ah, Tribal Flames, that's even better. Tribal Flames is a pretty good draw. I can just kill it and attack for 8. I think I will do this without much thinking. I don't need a land at this point, so I'll just attack with everything, put my opponent in the bolt range and have it backed up with Stubborn Denial. That's it. So easy win, game 1. In this last game was pretty aggressive. Good rolls, good scries. Okay. Not the greatest hand, not a bad one either. I have Channeler, but no spells to support him. But 2 cows is always pretty good. You can't really mulligan hand with 2 cows. On the play, they can be really strong. So definitely keeping that. Okay, my opponent's name is Croxa, so I'm guessing they're playing Croxa. Okay, Blood Crypt is there, so they're probably playing Croxa. Let's see. Will I offer them the trade? Will I just attack? Can this 1 damage be relevant? Maybe it can. I'll offer them the trade. I don't think they'll take it. But they don't know that I will play my territorial cow, which is kind of unkillable for them right now, unless they, of course, play Fury or Scam Fury, whatever, but I'll just have to deal with that. I'll put stop on the upkeep. Hope they don't Fury me. If they Fury me, I still have a second cow for the next turn. Of course, scamming a Fury in this situation would be pretty good for them, but I can't play this much different. This play is only bad in a situation where they can't scam Fury, but just play it and put it into graveyard. So in that situation, my cow dies. but there's no point in waiting for full domain before playing Kavu in this situation. Okay, let's see what my opponent does. Okay, they're Junt. Okay, that's good. That's good. Good news. Maybe not that good if they play push, but okay, they have Assassin Trophy. Wow. Wow. Assassin Trophy. I really didn't see that one in a long time. Okay, they'll connect with Ragavan, but it's okay. This is pretty fine. Not the problem. I'll just play my second cow, play the fetch. Oh, they have Inquisition too. Okay, second cow is gone, but still have the bolt on Ragavan and Giganta to hand. So okay, okay, bolt into the graveyard. That's interesting. That means they have another removal. Hmm. I can of course just play Tribal Flames. For 5, attack them. Put them on 5 life. But I don't think it's... I think it's better to just... I can actually play both. I can actually play both. That's pretty good. So I'll just go Cavo here. I'll just go Blood Crypt. And play Tribal Flames to face. Surveil, get my Delirium, get Bolt on top. That's pretty good. Okay, Bolt on the top of the library. My opponent is on 5. Have Delirious Channeler. They also have to deal with Cavo, so pretty good situation for me. I hope they don't play a second Assassin Trophy. Do I need to shuffle? Ah, it's May. Okay, so that's good. Uh, this one is tricky. This one is tricky, but it's not really tricky. I'll just sack Channeler, bolt Ragavan, and kill them with KO. Okay, it's not really tricky. I just do this and finish the game. Okay. Okay, I even drew the Leyland Binding. It's cool. It's cool. So my opponent is playing Jan Saga. Okay, I'm on the play. Wheel of Summer should be pretty good here in this matchup. It's at its greatest against Grixis and Junt. Okay, they're playing a Saga deck, but it's still a Junt. So you don't want too much of these artifact enchantment removals. It's still a Junt. It's not an artifact deck. So I think Cindervines is kind of a decent choice here. Unlicensed Hearse should also be pretty good. Of course, I'm also playing Tarmogoyf, so while shrinking their Tarmogoyfs, I'm shrinking mine. And but they also play 4 Ren 6. Being able to remove sagas and lands from graveyard should be pretty good. Of course, Hearse is always slightly worse on the draw. So there's a few stuff to think about here. I'll definitely trim some of these 1/1 creatures against Vren. On the draw, I don't want to draw too much of them. Also, I don't think the Stubborn Denials are crucial. I'm bringing in two Wheel of Summers to act as two stubborn denials, so I'll just leave two in. I think while Nacatl is probably best one drop in this matchup. At least I don't worry about dress down here. So both Cow and Golf are great. I need four more cards, so I'll try this with some probably some graveyard. I want to play Hearse. I want to play State, either State or Cindervines, and I want to play Explosives. I think I'll definitely put Explosives in case they get crazy with Saga. And I think I'll go with Hearse. I think that's it for this matchup. It's still, as I said, it's still a jaunt, and there is plenty of games where they just don't even draw Saga or their artifacts. So I don't think it's very good boarding in the artifact hate. Of course, it's nice to kill Saga immediately. But Engineered Explosives does a very good job in dealing with the constructs anyway, so... Okay, in this situation, of course, I'll play Foundry before Savai. They don't play counters, so I will just leave Bolt for their turn. In this situation, you leave Bolt to kill Ragavan in the attack phase. When your opponent plays Steam Vents, then you kill it in your turn, because they will spell Pierce you. Okay, it's Saga. It won't be an easy game. With this turn 2 Saga, getting rid of my Kabu with Totsis. Definitely tricky. I did find another threat here. Unlicensed Curse is definitely a threat against them. Decent one. Okay, I need one more Flames to kill them. So maybe my strategy here will be just to try to burn them. Of course, they're playing Shadow Spear in the deck, so it's not the easiest thing to do. Okay, Ragavan Dash, but that means no construct for this turn. Okay, Channeler, that's really unfortunate. That's really, really, really unfortunate. At least I have hers. Okay, with this hand at the moment, I'm not in a good situation. My only chance is try to Tribal Flame them and then maybe somehow kill them with the hers on the counter attack. Okay, they decide not to play the Chandler, so this is pretty good news for me. Oh my god, I forgot to use hers. I talk too much. This was just bad. Too much talk, definitely. I'll just go for Triumph and 5 damage to face. Pass the turn. This is so bad. If I just if my hearse was 2-2 at the moment, it would be 4-4. Next turn 6-6, and it would be real threat. This way, I'm in a much worse situation. As I said, already said, the Shadow Spear is a pretty bad news for me here. I definitely need some solution for this. If I draw the Leyland Binding, then I'm okay. Let's see if they have a land first. Considering they played second Saga, that kind of tells me they maybe don't have it. Yeah, they don't. Okay. Wow, it would be so much better if I use my hearse last turn. Okay. Wow, this is incredible. Okay, so I drew my kill this turn. This is what Zoo does. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty strong. Pretty strong. You can do this with any other deck. So you have a terrible hand. You can't do much, and then you just tribal flames them for 15. Wow, that's pretty funny. Okay, this is why I like this deck, of course. Okay, this hand is pretty good. This hand is pretty good. Ragavan bubble into Goif, already 3-3. Stubborn denial backup. Unfortunately, I'm playing second. It would be so good to play first with this hand, but my opponent is mulligan to 5. Okay, I'm definitely fetching here either way, so Foundry. Okay, Watery Grave. Fatal Push. What does Watery Grave mean? And Fatal Push on turn 1. Okay, it's a mill. We're playing against mill. That's not very good, but again, at least my Goif will be huge. Goif will be huge. I want to use my fetches as soon as possible because of the trap. Okay, so I really have to, really have to play Goif now. Maybe I can do it next turn. It would be really bad if they have another push. I feel like I definitely need to go for Goif immediately. Just a fracture sanity, that's fine, that's fine. No push. Okay, I hope they don't. Kill the Goif. I hope they play the mill spell. That's fine. Mill spell is good news. Mill spell is definitely good news here. More good news is Ragavan. More good news. That's more good news. I kind of want to use my fetch immediately. They have just 2 cards in hand at this point. I'll get my Blood Crypt. Attack with Ragavan, and next turn I have a kill. And enough mana to play everything. Also have a Bolt and Stubborn Denial in case they go Crab. Okay, they go Visions of Beyond. How many cards are in graveyard? Okay, just 9 cards in graveyard. So this means Visions just draw them one card, which is weak, so I'll let this resolve. Is this a crab? It's another visions. Visions are fine at this moment, just drawing them one, not doing anything really. Okay, this game is over. Okay, so game 2 against Mill. Game 2 against Mill. What do I put in? I think I put in all of these cards. Velo Summer is not that good against Mill. For those who don't know, most of their spells don't target, they just say each opponent, and Veil of Summer doesn't do much there. It stops the crab ability, which targets, and a few more stuff like removal and Johnnyloch. So I guess it's still good because, of course, it stops the Fatal Push, and Drowningloch. So it's decent, but it's just not as good as most people think. It doesn't stop the mill spells. Uh, you don't want to board out much of your removals also because you have to deal with the crabs. Ragavan can be easily blocked with a 0-3 crab, but you play a lot of removal, so you should be able to get rid of the blocker. He's not just a blocker, he's also a very good threat there. But Ragavan, I think Ragavan is still good. We could maybe cut one Ragavan. I don't even think there is a space for this much counter spells. We can cut maybe some flames. Maybe even two flames. Channeler Goif should be pretty good here because they mill. Maybe Channeler is not that good because you don't really want to put that many cards into graveyard with this ability against mill. But it's still a 1 mana 3/3 flyer that is almost instantly delirious when you play it in this matchup, so it's still pretty good threat. I think this is decent. I can start like this. Graveyard Hate is also okay against Mill because you can remove cards from your graveyard if needed in response to their surgical. Okay, I'll keep this. No, a turn 1 play for the first time in this league. Okay, it's a crab and I can kill it on turn 1, so... Okay, I can kill it on turn 1, that's good. That's much better. Very good draw. I'll immediately do this. This hand is so much better now. Let's see if they have another crab. If they don't have another crab, then I'm in a decent situation. Okay, Ghost Quarter. Ghost Quarter is not the good news. They also play Field of Ruin, so I have planes in hand. They have Archetypes, so very good hand from my opponent. I don't have much here. I just played the Breeding. I should have played. I guess they don't play much 2 mana non-creature spells anyway, so no need to shock myself in. Okay, I got what I needed. I need my Savage Arm as soon as possible. That was kind of last moment. If they play just another Field of Ruin or Ghost Quarter, this game is over. So let's just hope they don't have it. They milled a lot of my lands. Actually, they didn't. Ah, it's a Field of Ruin. That's terrible. Exactly what I said. I now need the foothills, or I need foothills or Arid Mesa or Flooded Strand to get Steam Vents as my other red source. Okay, Goif is also. Oh my god. I just played this wrong way. Should have played it with Forest and Place. I leave Breeding Pool untapped. Okay, so this is just unfortunate, very unfortunate. Hope they don't push me here. Oh my god, visions. I will concede now. I will concede now. This was a punt. This was a punt. I can't play like this. Okay. Opponent got me. I that was such a. I played that so fast without thinking for a second. Immediately realized I tapped out wrong. What you can do sometimes, you just tap out wrong. I think I'll take Mana Leaks out on the play, put back Channelers, Ragavans, try to be as aggressive as possible. Also, I think I want these Tribal Flames again. I think I want these Tribal Flames. Let's see. I guess Leyland Binding is worst removal because Bolt kills all my opponent's creatures, but I can also go face with Bolt. Tribal Flames also, so maybe I just cut 2 bindings here and leave the all Tribal Flames in on the play so I can be as aggressive as possible. I think this is fine. Okay, this is mediocre. This is okay, I guess. I just can play my Channeler on turn 1. I have to go for Cow turn 2, but I think it's fine. Opponent only getting to 6. I just hope for no Ghost Quarters and no Field of Ruins. I should be good. And I hope no Archive Traps in the next turn. Okay. Go for the 5-high Cow. Let's see if they have. Okay, they don't have black mana, so they can't push my Cow here. Flusterstorm, that's decent. That's decent. I'll definitely go for a draw discard here. I want all these cards, but Goif is the weakest one here. At this point, because my opponent is not still not playing. So, just a second, please. I'll just have to close the door. Okay, I'm back. Didn't draw a land, unfortunately, but I think it's still a pretty good position for me. I'll just go with the Channeler, hold Flusterstorm and Denial. If they play something, they can. Okay, this is also good because my Channeler will now be Delirious. Sorry, I mustn't. Okay, I got the Delirium, pretty good. Crab. I can't kill a crab now, unfortunately, but I can kill it on my turn. So I'll put stop on upkeep. Another crab, wow. Not what I expected at all. But still no black mana for my opponent. I have just 2 more attacks. Okay, I put a stop on upkeep, so I definitely... do I want to bolt? I'm not sure even if I want to bolt the crabs. They don't have black mana, so I guess they don't have fetch too. So crabs mill just... if I go face, they're on 12. I attack for 8. And I put them on 4 life. This is close decision. I think I should still bolt the crab, maybe. I go for the bolt on crab. I'll leave this on top. I want this land. I want to get my steam vents. Okay, steam vents, here you are. Okay, with steam vents on the field, I'm pretty sure I'm winning this game. Let's do this. Okay, 14 cards in the graveyard. Okay, so in this situation, I will remove a card from my graveyard. So in that way, if they draw a fetch and play a fetch, they can have. I won't have 20 cards in graveyard for their visions. There are 2 options here, of course. They play visions, but it's just a draw 1 at the moment. So I guess that's fine. Draw 1 is fine. Okay, they decide to jump block. That's good. I think that's good, so they're on 12. If I play my channeler here, I will have just 1 denial opened. But I think playing 1 channeler here is decent, so I'll go for it. Sorry, I shouldn't auto yield because they have trap, of course. Of course, they have trap. Okay, I succeeded to press 5 on time, so I don't yield through this archive trap. Okay, my opponent milling me for 13. I think I should counter this. So just the question remains, will I use the Flusterstorm or Denial? I think Flusterstorm at this point. So next turn I can go cow, hold denial, be pretty sure I'll counter anything. Hmm. Okay, stubborn denial, pretty good. I'll put this on top. Okay, that's it. They concede. 3-0. So far, so good. Going pretty well with the list. You see that as soon as you do a small mistake, like just draw a card, fast tap cards, play, and you do this little mistake of not tapping the breeding pool instead of forest and plains. You can hold the stubborn denial out. Your opponent play visions of beyond, draw 3 cards for 1 mana. Everything gets out of control, and you just lose the game. So it is very important to play things right with this deck. If you just, it's I think playing creatures with removals and counter spells and card draw and other interactive spells. It's one of the most. It's one of the hardest decks to play. If you also mix this up with some discard or even some other uh, other weird spells, it gets even worse. But it's if you just dedicate some time to it and learn your matchups well, if you know what you should do in each matchup, then you'll be able to play this really good. Then the next level should be like knowing your opponent's deck and like seeing their minor moves, minor interactions to try to guess what your opponent has in the hand. So it takes time, but it's very possible to learn to play this deck pretty well. You can use my sideboard guide still. I wrote it long ago during the summer, but oh sorry, I think in maybe September, end of the September last year. But it's still usable. A lot of the matchups I wrote in the sideboard guard still exist and are very similar and still very popular. So you can use that. I hope to do an update. A problem with update is that I play a lot. Lately, I played a lot more of Domain Zoo. I played a huge amount of Domain Zoo, but just not my original version with Neshoba Brawler. I went into some other versions and try to innovate and make other playable versions of Zoo. I really like the archetype, obviously. Okay, so this is a pretty weird one. Pretty weird one. Hmm. Again, playing second. That's not crazy good for me here. Hmm. I guess I'll keep this, but it's just an awkward keep with both basics. Okay, it's the prowess. Okay, against prowess, playing turn 1 Ragavan should be pretty bad anyway, so I can just hold and play cow turn 2. I can get rid of this Soul Scar, which is pretty bad because Soul Scar is the worst of their creatures against Zoo deck. It just puts that minus counters on Kavu and Goif, which makes you trade real bad. I can also, of course, play my one drop here. Go for a Channeler, Ragavan, whatever. But they play Lava Darts, so it seems pretty bad. Ah, okay, I'll definitely go for Heat. So either get Sour Triumph, play my cow on turn 2, or go immediately with Ragavan and Sacred Foundry and be stuck on three land types. That shouldn't be a large problem for my current hand, because only cow in my hand is dependent for my lands. I can play him last and hope to draw another land in the process. So I guess I'll go like this. I'll just play Foundry. I'll play my Ragavan. Wait for them to kill my Ragavan. I hope they have to use the bolt, they don't have dart. Worst case scenario would be them playing a Swift Spear and the Lava Dart here. It would be pretty terrible, terrible, terrible. Terrible an option for me. Just really need to kill this Soul Scar as soon as possible. Unfortunately, no removals at the moment. Okay, they've got the second land. They shuffle. It's the light up. Okay. Another Soul Scar. Wow. That's not good for me. But on the other hand, just 2 cards in their hand at the moment. So I can force them to block my Ragavan here. It will be pretty good, a pretty good trade for me. Soul Scar for Ragavan. Yeah, that's good. Hope they don't have a pump spell. They don't. Okay. Okay, now it's a slightly better situation, of course. I think I'll go just a forest and play my biggest creature at the moment. I don't have to shock myself in with Breeding Pool this way. Okay, is this iteration? It is. Let's see what they exile. Okay, I read Mesa into Exile Zone, which means they maybe forgot about Spiral Bluff Canal, or they just didn't find another stuff to do here, so it seems okayish for me. Okay, this is good news, good news, good news. I can play Breeding Pool, Leyland Binding, and plus 1 drop. Or I can just play two creatures. I think I really want to kill one of these Soulscar mages. It can get definitely out of control pretty fast with these prowess creatures, so just want to get rid of one of them. I'll just play a Nacatl here. I can maybe start attacking with the Tarmogoyf. I hold Nacatl as a hold back Nacatl as a jumper. Okay, so okay, I'm back. Sorry. I wanted to use this Leyland Binding. Maybe I shouldn't use it in my turn, but I did it. My opponent played everything. So luckily, Spread Dragon is just a 1/1 at the moment. They can't attack with Soul Scar and Swift Spear, so they're blocked with Nacatl here. That's good. I'll be able to play both creatures here. Attack with for a considerable amount of damage. So it should be pretty good unless they do some nut draw here. I have a very good amount of creatures to try to kill them next turn. Okay, that's it. Game 1. Okay, against Prowess, we definitely want hers. Definitely want a hers here. I want explosives because all their creatures cost 1 mana except for the dragon. Flusterstorm should be pretty good. It's slightly better than Stubborn Denial. Okay, so Ragavans are pretty bad. They died to Lava Dart, but you could see last game that Ragavan was pretty good against them. Channelers also they die early to Lava Dart, so I'll just cut some of those. Nacatl is probably the best one here. Flusterstorm should be also pretty good against them. Tarmogoyf for 2. Removals. I just got 1 denial to play 5 cheap counter spells here, and that's it. I think I can start like this. Wow. It's a pretty bad hand for me. Not what I wanted. 5 lands, it's kind of unkeepable. This one is also bad, but I guess I'll have to keep this. Well, at least the glyph is decent here. Unless they have Soul Scar again, then pretty much everything is bad. Okay, so no removals. Okay, I can go for Nacatl here or go for Savai Triumph. Then just play Cow on turn 2, get my basic, and then try to get another basic on turn 3. They also play a Blood Moon effect, so I think I'll do this. Then on turn 3 I can play Goif plus Nacatl. Maybe. Let's see. I'm pretty unfavorable to win on the draw with this kind of hand, considering my opponent has probably a decent hand, so if they have decent hand, it's a pretty bad situation for me because I really need my removals. Okay, so good light up, land into Channeler. Okay, I'll just go for Savai. With them having the Soul Scar on the field, makes my big creatures not as good. Okay, so if I get the breeding pool, then I'll be able to play Leyline and Wild Nacatl. So I have to do this to try to catch up with my opponent. They're currently in a in much better position. I have to get rid of this Soul Scar. It's the best threat against me. I can hope for them not to get Delirium on this turn. And also hope for them not to have the Blood Moon. Let's see. Okay, no Blood Moon. That's a good start. No attacks, no Delirium. That's also very nice. Tribal Flames. That's interesting. I get Forest. I decide to go for Forest first because I'll play cow now and have a Goif for next turn, and then go for other basic on the next turn. So I won't be attacking. It's too much of risk. I'm considering even going Tribal Flames on Soulscar in this situation, but it gets them closer to Delirium. It would be pretty hard to deal with Channeler then too, so pretty awkward situation. My large creatures just become pretty bad with Soulscar in play. Next turn I could go both cow and play both cow or Golf. It feels good. So I think maybe the best option is just to go for Soulscar here. Okay. Okay, they leave a card on top. I get rid of the Soulscar. They get Delirium. I can't attack here, of course. So I'll need to get the answer for this Channeler. But Soulscar is kind of worse at this situation. Okay, just 3 cards in hand at this point, but it's a Sprite Dragon, so another hard threat for me to deal with. I just need a huge amount of removal to get out of this. Okay, I'll do what I can. Play everything. Play everything, maybe try to raise them. If I draw Tribal Flames or something, unfortunately, Mission Bubble on top, it's pretty good for them, free pump, if they get an iteration or Manamorphose something. Pretty good. I have 11 damage on the field for the next turn. Let's see what I'll draw. Okay, they have a 2-turn clock. Maybe they kill me immediately, but as far as I know, they need 2 turns so far. Okay. I'm still alive. I still get a draw from Kabu. Yeah, but Underworld Breach is definitely game over here. Yeah. I can't not in a position to fight Breach. Let's see what they'll do. They'll go for Unholy Heat twice. That's probably... I'm still alive, so I can wait for another draw, but there's really not much I can do. They can play 3 spells to kill me immediately. Okay, so Goif is dead. 7 damage. Yeah, they can. Okay, sorry. They just can. They can play everything. Kill all of my creatures. Yeah, they have. They could play 3 spells. Somehow I thought they can play 3 spells, but they can't. So which means I'm dead immediately. So I'll just concede here and start the last game. Okay, what will I do now? Curse explosives. I don't think explosives are needed on the play. I think I would rather get me more creatures, more tribal flames, maybe more stubborn denials. I think this is fine. Let's try it. Let's try this. I need a decent hand. It is okay-ish, I guess. I can go for Temple Garden, Double Bubble, Leyland Binding, Stubborn Denial, Goif. It's okay. Okay, I'll go for a bubble, my second bubble. So I'll check the top of my library. It's Treble Flames. Treble Flames, it's interesting. I guess I want Treble Flames. Okay, so now I'll check my library again. Flusterstorm. I already have a Stubborn Denial, so I guess I don't want this Flusterstorm that much. I'll shuffle. End of turn. I probably need another land more. Okay, Cow is a decent draw here. It's a better at the moment than Goif, so I just go for Cow here. They should pump my Goif pretty fast with a channeler on the field. So I hope to draw a land next turn from the draw step or from the Cow ability. So that way I can deal with Soulscar or Channeler. Okay, so let's see if I get a land. Okay, my opponent decided to go for the lightning bolt on my step, which means I can just counter this, and my cowl stays safe, which is exactly what I wanted. Just counter this bolt, make my cowl 4/4. I did get another land. That's also exactly what I wanted here. Unfortunately, I can't get the black land here. I guess I can get a trial and then play Leyland Binding or get basic and play the Goif. They do play the Magus of the Moon or whatever, so I got to be careful of that too. Let's see what could be the best option here. Maybe I should go just to discard Channeler and go for basic, play the Goif, and then next turn I'll be able to go for binding, or either binding or flames. Maybe I just remove Mishra's Bubble from their graveyard, get them farther away from the Delirium. Okay, so let's first hope they don't. Let's see if they have the pump spell, maybe. No pump spell. Okay, that's fine. Still didn't decide what I should do here. Like ideally I could go for Blood Crypt, the play Channeler and Leyland Binding, but unfortunately can't do that with Flood Strand. So if I could do that, I would be pretty sure about winning this game. But unfortunately it's not an option. So I can get basic, play Goif, be safe. I kind of really want to get rid of this Souls card, to be honest. It's a very hard decision. Okay, let's crack this. So it's either basic or Savage Triumph. Do they have the Blood Moon? Okay, I'll go for this. I'll just do the Leyline Binding thing immediately. I'll risk the Blood Moon. I think this way I will be able to play a Goif and Channeler next turn. If they don't have a Blood Moon, I should be in pretty good situation. Untap with the 3 creatures and Tribal Flames in hand. They also shock themselves in here with for Spear, okay. Another Spear, okay. Do they have... Okay, it's just the Channeler and the Bubble, okay. Pretty good for my opponent, but now they're on 0 cards in hand at the moment. Let's see if they get the Delirium here. Well, they probably do. Yeah, they do. Okay. Pretty good. 7 damage. Drugi Dalecki. Okay, so I will definitely play a channeler here. I'll definitely play a channeler here. If I play the Tribal Flames, then my channeler will get the Delirium. So that could possibly be the best play here. Okay. Get rid of one of the channelers. I think I have to stay back this turn with Cabo. And now it's pretty... It feels like an okay position for me. It will be very close, especially with Sprite Dragon. Let's see what they do. Maybe just a channeler attack. Yeah. Okay. I think I definitely have to attack here. I want all cards in my hand, so I'll just exile the Breach. Play the basic and both. Oh, maybe I shouldn't exile the Breach. That was the only enchantment in graveyard. That was my bad. Not a good decision. Really fast decision. You just it's not good to make these very fast decisions. You will often fail. I hope it won't cost me the game. I'm in a pretty good spot here. 7 life, just a Sprite Dragon on their end. And two very large blockers. They would be even larger if I didn't just stupidly remove the Breach from their graveyard. Whatever, I guess I'm still okay. That was so bad. I should have just removed the bubble. I'm just sometimes playing too fast. I should have just stay back for a second, think about this. I definitely wouldn't exile this if I just thought this through for a few moments. Okay. They go for the territorial cow hit. Okay. What now? Just attack for 2. That's decent. They definitely have to block now. Let's see what will be my attack, my draw here. Ragavan. Okay, it's a weird one. So if I attack with both, they definitely have to block one, but they, in that situation, they get it's a pretty weird position for me, because if I attack with both, they jump one, survive on 2 life, then get to kill me with the Sea Spear and the Sprite Dragon. I will get the Ragavan next turn. Definitely weird. They have to jump one. In that situation, they get 3 damage, and any spell just kills me. So pretty bad. That kind of means I have to stay back. I have to stay back with Goyfs. Attacking is not an option here. Okay, it's just another land. Hope it's not a breach. What is it? Is it Blood Moon? Whatever. What is this? Maybe a Blood Moon. Maybe I should have just risked it. Yeah, I should have probably just risked it. Okay, they go for another 2 damage here. Not good. Not good for me here. But at least I can attack with everything now. But chances they just won't have anything is pretty low. Let's see how they block. Okay, they're going for the Tarmogoyf block. Okay, maybe I should have gone. I should have probably gone for the double Tarmogoyf attack last turn. This would probably bluff the Tribal Flames or Bolt, and I could possibly win this. But it's a really low chance I've survived this now. Okay, that's it. So I think this was pretty. I think it was a pretty bad decision for me to not attack last turn. But any spell from top of their library would just end the game, so it was kind of close. Okay. GG's. That's it. Okay, so I have to stop the video for now. Maybe it was a pretty good run so far. Unfortunately, one wrong decision in this last game cost me the match. I was in a pretty good decision, but pretty good position, but lost in the end. And that's it for now. Until the next time. Okay, so if you want to support the channel, click subscribe and like. And that's it. Maybe I don't have time to record the last match at the moment, but it was still a pretty fun league so far. And okay, that's it. List feels good, feels very playable, and I'll probably play some more games to see if I want to make another video of this list. And that's it.